I've been thinking quite a lot about anxiety the last few days because it's such a common experience for all of us. And most of us know that anxiety is a natural response that we all have. The mind is designed as a radar to keep us safe. It's a survival response, which was really important back in the day. But now what happens is that we still have the same response, which is a massive physiological response, plus our developed mind, oh, is a master or a mistress at creating various thoughts that maintain anxiety and exacerbate it. I thought I would offer a couple of what I find helpful things, and my clients over the years have also found helpful. When you know you're feeling anxious, your mind is busy, or you've got this physical, just fizzy uncomfort, just discomfort going on. The first thing to do is breathe and take some deep breaths. And these can be done if you're anxious in a meeting at work. They can be it's subtle. You don't have to do great big yoga breathing, but it's just, and then making sure that out breath is longer than the in breath. And do that several times because that calms the central nervous system. And that long out breath is sending a message to the fear center of the brain, the amygdala, that you're safe. So that calms things down, and that then gives you access to your thinking mind, your prefrontal cortex. So you acknowledge, I notice that I'm feeling anxious, and then inquire, what am I telling myself is threatening or dangerous about this situation? And then calibrate on a scale of 1 to 10. How threatening or how dangerous is it? Obviously, if it is a 9, 8, 9, 10, then you need to take some constructive action. But most often, what we are feeling this anxiety about, when we calibrate we realize, okay, it's not really dangerous. It's not a threat. It's just a feeling I have. And often a common type of thinking in anxiety is what if thinking. What if I miss my bus this morning? What if the train is late and I'm late again for work? If I'm late again for work, what will my boss think about me? What will my boss think about me? If I'm late again for work and my boss notices, then what are the implications for my forthcoming appraisal? And what if thinking appears to follow a logical. People often confuse it for, well, I'm strategizing. No, you're just getting caught on a what if loop from the original what if thought, which is just a thought. It's an anxiety, threat laden thought that isn't based in reality. What I say to clients, and I'm sharing with you, is just change that F to an S. So instead of saying what if, bring it right back down to what is. What is? What is happening right now? I'm waiting at the bus stop. I'm waiting on the platform for my train. I'm driving to work and there's some roadworks. That's my reality. I don't know what the outcome is going to be. So why am I predicting that it's going to be catastrophic? Why am I allowing myself to be flooded with the adrenaline and cortisol of the catastrophic situation that I'm creating in my mind. It's not helpful. What is? Come back down to what is. So that is a way of dealing with what if thinking. Take the F, change it into an S, and it changes your perspective. And a second thing is asking yourself, is this in my control? The three circles of control. So, three circles on a piece of paper. The outside circle are things that are definitely outside of your control, which is always other people's opinions, other people's behaviours, the weather, circumstances, whether there's roadworks, if there's a train strike, if there's traffic delays. They're not in your control. What is in your control is getting to the bus stop, the station, leaving the house at a time to allow yourself to get to work. Those are things, actions that are in your control. What's not in your control? Quite quick. Is this in my control? No. If it's not, then let it go. The middle circle, or the second circle in, is how much influence you can have on the situation. Have I got any influence here? And you may be able to influence people in your close circle about certain things, but you can't control them. So, although you may be able to influence, you still have to let go of the outcome. Which brings you back in to the middle circle of these three circles. And the middle circle is the things you have control over, which is you don't actually have control over the thoughts that come into your mind, but you do have control how you respond to them. Is it helpful? Is it constructive? Is it inspiring? Is it taking me towards where I want to go? Or is it just a random thought? So you have control about what you do about your thoughts, you have control about the choices you make, and you have control about how you behave. That's it. Managing anxiety, there's many things, and the purpose of this chat is to give you a couple of ideas that maybe you'll find helpful today. So, breathe, acknowledge, calibrate, check your thinking. If it's what if thinking, change it to what is. Ask yourself if what you are having anxiety about, if it is in your control or not. If it is in your control, then you can take some constructive action. And if you can't take that constructive action now, you can schedule when you can take that constructive action. If it's not in your control, then put down the worry. Let it go. Okay. Till the next time, I hope you found it helpful. Bye.